You have the power to go beyond the stress, pain, and incivility of 21st century living, and to discover meaning, purpose, and lasting fulfillment by optimizing your conscience to unlock the limitless wisdom and creativity at the core of your being. You have the power to go beyond the stress, pain, and incivility of 21st century living, and to discover meaning, purpose, and lasting fulfillment by optimizing your conscience to unlock the limitless wisdom and creativity at the core of your being. You have the power. What is the power? Where is it? How do you use it? Well, we have an answer, and it's in the transformations for this quarter. The transformations is available on the American Meditation website at americanmeditation.org. I invite all of you to read the essay. However, I suggest you not do that right now because I'm going to give you an abbreviated version of that essay, after which we can have a discussion, a satsang. For over 5,000 years, humanity has known that a group, organization, house, or mind that is divided against itself by internal dissension and conflict cannot long endure. Our minds habitually dwell in the past or future, saddened by memories of what we've lost and fearful of not getting what we want or need. If you've been triggered by this kind of pain from one or more of life's challenges, there is definitely something positive you can do to heal yourself and, by extension, heal our nation's union. And it will take only 5 easy steps. Understand the law of karma. Step 1. The law of karma states that actions result in consequences. Or as Sir Isaac Newton stated in his 3rd law of motion, every action gives rise to an equal reaction or fruit of that action. Many of us learned this in school, and we see examples of it every day of our lives. We push on a door, action, and the door opens, consequence. Step 2. All reality flows from the subtle to the gross. What does that mean? Well, before you or I take any particular action in words or deed, we must first entertain a thought. Before we push on the door, we must think about pushing on the door. Often, however, we are less aware of thoughts that cause us to act, as we do sometimes unconsciously, simply because it is a long-standing habit. Either way, the thought comes first and then the action, every time. If we accept that every action begins with a thought, then studying the mind as the source of all thoughts becomes the key to experiencing a lifetime of positive consequences. How? When we understand how our minds work, we are empowered to choose thoughts that lead to positive consequences. Part of that understanding is that thoughts are subtle. They are invisible. Words and actions are gross. They can be heard, seen, and experienced. Without subtle inner conflict in our minds, outer gross conflict, words and actions, cannot spontaneously manifest in our body or in the world. That is because all reality flows from the subtle to the gross. Step 3, rely on your conscience 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. The more you eliminate your own subtle mental and emotional conflict, the more you gain in self-reliance, self-confidence, and strengthen your health and well-being. You do that by basing your thoughts, words, and deeds on the superconscious wisdom of your conscience. Your conscience, one of 4 functions of the mind, can access perfect wisdom from the superconscious mind and then reflect it into the everyday operations of your conscious mind. This empowers you to know the thought to think, word to speak, and action to take that will enable you to fulfill the purpose of your life without stress, pain, or bondage, and contribute to healing our union by reducing outer conflict. Step 4, understand and coordinate the 4 mind functions. To explain the workings of the human mind, a simple conceptual diagram of a wheel that can be turned by 4 spokes is helpful. The rim of the wheel represents the body, and its hub, the soul of every human being, is the divinity and wisdom that is our deepest nature. The 4 spokes represent the 4 functions of the mind: manas, senses and logic; ego, unconscious mind, habits and memories; and the conscience, the buddhi. The conscience is the exclusive decision maker and has the unique ability to reflect our divine superconscious wisdom from the hub. In religious terminology, this core, this hub, is known as the soul. Through the eyes, nostrils, mouth, ears, skin, hands, and feet, the senses gather information from the world. The ego concentrates its efforts on keeping us alive, while the unconscious mind serves as a repository of our memories, imagination, and experiences that the ego believes will support our self-preservation. These 3 mind functions act as advisors on behalf of their limited perspectives, but have no capacity to make a decision. The 4 functions of the mind are designed to coordinate their unique talents in order to formulate the thoughts to think, words to speak, and actions to take that will lead each of us for our highest good. But when the ego, senses, and unconscious mind become addicted to clamoring loudly for attention, the conscience can fail to hear the quiet signal of the superconscious wisdom. As a result, its decisions may be based solely on the loudest voice it hears. Therefore, many of our human actions are made on the basis of incomplete, biased, and harmful misinformation that cause pain. By using our mind's decision-making process as a scientific laboratory, we can train and parent the ego, senses, and unconscious mind to coordinate with the conscience. Step 5, practice, practice, practice. It's up to you. Experiment now with these 5 easy steps that turns conflict and pain into peace, happiness, and freedom from fear everywhere, from the inside out. You have the power to go beyond the stress, pain, and incivility of 21st century living, and to discover meaning, purpose, and lasting fulfillment by optimizing your conscience to unlock the limitless wisdom and creativity at the core of your being.